Welcome back, my dear friends, to another week of the Seed of the Day. This time I'm shooting from my alma mater. As you can see, the Nittany Lion is in the back. I love this place. I had an amazing experience. It had been my dream to come to a place like this where I had the opportunity to thrive, to get a degree, as well as play soccer at a high level. My whole life I knew this is what I wanted. It had been planned all the way until I finished at Penn State, and then after that I kind of had the quarter life crisis. The crisis is just about when we do what we think we have to do, which is, in my case, you play soccer, you go to college, you get a degree, you even get a job, and then at one point in your life you question yourself, what am I doing? Is this really what I want to do? Am I contributing to life? Is this what I am passionate for? And all these sorts of questions come up, and that's exactly what the quarter century crisis is all about. Statistically, 86% of millennials go through this crisis, and it's not so much a question about whether you go through it or not, it's more about when you went through this crisis. It's basically people between the age of 20 and 30. I actually went through this crisis myself about 3 years ago. It happened after an internship that I had to do in order for me to graduate, and up until that point, I was very sure that I wanted to work in sports administration, specifically in an office. At that time, I realized I just could not work in an office, and that's when it hit me, and I started questioning. I got scared, and up until that point, I had been playing soccer, but I questioned and I said, well, once soccer is over, do I even have any other skills? Do I even know what I want to do? So, all this is to say that this is a thing. The quarter century crisis is a thing. It's maybe the best thing that can happen to someone, because thanks to this crisis, we're gonna get closer to what we actually are passionate for. We're gonna be in an active search to get ourselves in a position where we're better able to contribute to society, to this world, and at the same time to do something that actually fulfills us. This article that I read, one of the recommendations was to put yourself out there and start doing something that you would want this world to have. A lot of the times we wish things were different, and why wouldn't we be the agents of change to start what we want to see in this world? Stop wanting to please everybody. A lot of the times other people have expectations on us, but that's not all the time what we actually want for ourselves. So that leads me to point number 3, which is start exploring. Put yourself out there, do different things and see what you like, what you don't like, what kind of things you're good at and what you're not so good at. And that's gonna also give you a clue on what kind of job you actually want. And then you get to know yourself. And again, you put yourself in a position where you're better off, not only for yourself, but for society and this world. So if this crisis has happened to you, you're not alone. It's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of people. Again, 86% of millennials go through this crisis. And if it has not happened to you, well then, great for you. So as always, please comment. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comment below. Huge hug for all of you, and I will see you guys next week. Have an amazing rest of the week. Bye. It's fine. It's going? Okay. And if it's been happening to you, sorry. Pues, no cortes. ¿Qué estaba diciendo? So